Everybody, did you notice how most of you immediately started smiling and laughing when you saw these baby photos? Perhaps some of you also started to recall about the times that you were a baby, a toddler, those times you needed to study for your various examinations, or worry about getting a stable job so that you could support your family. But what about now? How has your life changed? Most importantly, the question I'd like to ask you today is, have you forgotten to smile? A true smile stems from one's pure happiness. It is truthful, it is sincere, and such warmth is easily felt by others. But our smiles change throughout our lives. When we were young, we smiled at almost anything because the simplest of things satisfied us. Then as we grew older, we had more responsibilities, and think about all this energy and effort to fulfill these responsibilities. At the end of the day, exhausted, we can barely muster a smile of relief. There's so much to do and yet so little time. This rat race leaves us feeling so drained that we've forgotten to smile to people we meet. Just when I was younger, I went with my friends to a food court, and then we were actually buying some food from this store owner who was very rude and very salty towards us. My friend got very annoyed, so he told her off. Personally, I didn't agree with what he did, so I told him, "Hey, why did you do that? You shouldn't have aggravated the issue." That led to a small argument which ruined the rest of the meal for us. The thing is this, smiling or not may seem trivial to you, but unhappiness spreads easily like wild bush fire. It is a fire that's very tough to put out, and that will happen if we do not remind ourselves to smile. Just imagine if I did this presentation in a totally different manner. So I begin. Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk to you about smiling, and I'm going to teach you and tell you to smile. Think about how you felt. You'll probably be thinking, I'm being very ridiculous, isn't it? Because why am I telling you to smile when I myself am not smiling? And that is why I'm making this talk. That is why I'm smiling. That is why I'm telling you to smile. Remember at the start of my presentation, those photos you saw? That is my other reason. Kids. Young, bright, cheerful kids. Whenever I look at kids, I start to recall about myself when I was a child. And I'll just subconsciously start to smile to myself. Earlier this year, I was involved in a voluntary program to raise funds for children with cancer by selling paper tulips. I noticed a very big difference between selling to adults and selling to children, most of them, not all. I noticed when you sell to adults, most of them are generally emotionless. So they go like this, $2? Okay, here is it. Whereas for children, I remember very vividly the moment I squatted down to hand this little girl her paper flowers, and the immediate smile she gave me so cheerfully. It was something I seldom saw at this age. Her innocent smile energized me. Smiling can be empowering as well, because people can imagine and understand the kind of innocence a child's smile has. And so, that is why we must smile. Scientists say that we need 17 muscles to smile, but I disagree. I think we need more than that, because my smile can make you smile, and when you smile, you make others smile. It goes on in the chain. Don't you think we need much more than 17 muscles? But do not get me wrong, I'm not here today to ask all of you to be noble heroes who save the world by removing unhappiness from this world. No. Rather, I'm asking for a small favor. Give a kind-hearted, warm smile to everyone you meet, be it your neighbor or just someone you accidentally bumped into. Yes, that is me you see up there. Everyone, take this moment to recall that innocent smile you once had in your life. Use this smile to brighten other people's day, and let this smile spread from one end of the world to the other. So assuming it starts here in Singapore, then it moves on to Malaysia, then to China, then to Japan, then to Indonesia, the whole of Asia, Europe, United States. At the end of the day, you realize that life has become much livelier than before. Yes, all this sounds very idealistic, but that is your choice. It's whether you want to smile. And if we don't try it, how will we know? So please, people, smile. For the sake of your own happiness as well as others, smile. Thank you.